All right, what's going on, everybody? Back with another scoop. I feel like we forget to say that a lot. It's the scoop. We are doing one of the a very popular and actually highly requested pre-workout. Probably one of the few, like, I guess, common top shelf ones you would see in like a GNC or online when you Google pre-workout and stuff like that. And that's the higher stimulant version of Bucked Up. So Bucked Up does have a regular one. I'll kind of touch on that briefly, but we decided to go with the two higher stim ones, which is Woke AF and BAMF. They're technically different, but they're close enough to where it wasn't really worth doing two separate reviews for them. So we are going to do a little joint review on this today, talk about it, because really there's only a 2 ingredient difference in them, so we just figure we'll kind of average out the effectiveness. The cost is the same, the flavors come from the same company, so it's going to be similar. So most of it's going to be the same. You get the point. So we'll jump into, well, I guess we'll start off with costs. So pretty much across the board, it's about $52-ish, somewhere in there, around $50 for 30 servings, which actually isn't as bad as I thought. That's actually about comparable to what their normal Bucked Up is. So you're getting a higher stim pre-workout for about the same cost. And it's not great, especially when you consider what we've done in the past, Total War, some of these other ones, which are much more reasonable than that. It doesn't break the bank, but it's not ideal. Well, I mean, we briefly talked about it. What do we think?
I think close to like a 2.5. I mean, really, just like Troy said, I mean, so many of them are in the 30s and 40s now, and good ones are in the 30s and 40s. It's just hard to justify spending an extra $15. So yeah, I mean, to me, 50, even though it's a full 30 servings and you don't have to, double scoop it or anything like that. Yeah, 55 especially is high. So I think 2.5 is a good cost score.
I feel like we should write these down. So 2.5, I'll try to remember it. And then jumping into ingredient profile before we get to taste here. Ingredient profile, I'll let Trav kind of go over the ingredient profile, but the two, just so you guys do know, so technically the Woke AF is technically a high stim. It's what they're calling it. I mean, they're both high stim, but they're calling it their like extra high stimulant pre-workout. And then the BAMF has an extra nootropic blend in it. So it's a 2 ingredient difference. This has, I believe, that has, what is it? Synephrine and dendrobium in it. Those are the 2 ingredients that are different from that.
This is huperzine and then
hordenine.
Yeah.
So it's, so that's the 2 ingredient difference. But as far as the overall ingredient profile, I mean, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, a lot of it is very pretty standard. 6 grams of citrulline, which, as we know, is pretty much like along the lines of the clinical dose. 333 milligrams of caffeine, which, like I said, nowadays is kind of, middle of the road. I mean, that's still high stim for most people, but most of these are going to have 300 plus now. And then, basic stuff like taurine. There's the 3.2 grams of beta alanine, which is another very standard dose. So a lot of standard dosing, and it's got the 50 micrograms of huperzine to help with the nootropic kind of cueing the neurotransmitters. There is deer antler velvet, which is something that's been kind of researched on and off for a long time as far as like its benefits on like restorative properties, on how your joints recover,
that's what explains the deer
recovery. Yeah. I feel like that was more of a marketing thing because it's really not that much. And I mean, if you were really going to try to take this stuff, like there's some research out there on it for rheumatoid arthritis, but if you were going to try to actually take this stuff for those kind of benefits, you wouldn't want to be taking it like with this. So you'd want to probably buy like an actual more concentrated tincture or something like that. But it's in there. Like Troy said, I think it's more of the buck and then the deer, and they're trying to like just make a cool joke there. So, but yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for $55, it should not be bad. But yeah, it's pretty standard across the board. Yeah, I'll go 3.8 on the ingredient profile. Like I said, it's pretty solid. It's not really lacking anything major.
Maybe synephrine and dendrobium will knock my socks off, but I don't have any reason to believe that based on the research. But yeah, it seems pretty solid. Obviously, this is our first time trying it. We've tried the regular Bucked Up. To touch on that, that is just an introductory pre-workout. They're regular Bucked Up. 200 milligrams of caffeine. Some of those other ingredients just have lower concentrations of that. So it's we were going to review it, but there wasn't really a point in doing that and then these, especially when that original Bucked Up really doesn't get close to the ingredient profile alone of some of the other pre-workouts we've tried. It just would have felt like just taking up space. So the regular Bucked Up, I'm not saying it's not worth a try. I think he had it in the past, but it's just a lower stem, more introductory pre-workout. So we went straight to the bigger stuff. So as far as taste, based on, I'm gonna kind of mentally take into account that their regular Bucked Up does taste very good as well. This, you had it actually a couple years ago, and you had this flavor. I remember that because it was really good.
He has blood raz, and I have a flavor that apparently is gym and juice. So it tastes like the gym and juice. So
yeah, that's kind of what I remember it. Like just a really red, fruity flavor. It's really good. I knew it was going to be. The grape is really good too. So
this isn't bad. I just don't know what it tastes like. I don't know. There's nothing. It's like no flavor I've ever tasted. It could be. Also, my taste is still a little messed up from having COVID. So like, I may not be the best judge here, but
I think this is good. The Blood Raz is definitely good. Their purple one that I had with their regular Bucked Up is good. They're sweet, kind of concentrated flavors.
Someone says like a watered down orange Crystal Light or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's not great. It's not bad. But anyway.
Okay. Yeah. No, pretty good though. I like the taste. I mean, it doesn't get like substantially better, honestly. I'm gonna go. It seems high, but I knew I liked it already. I'm gonna go like a 4. I'm gonna go flat 4. I kind of want to do a 3.9, but it feels better than that. I can't think of a lot of pre-workouts that taste noticeably better, so I'm gonna go a flat 4.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I might not be the best judge of taste right now, but yeah, it's certainly not bad. This isn't the best flavor I've ever had. I would do like 3.2 on this flavor probably. So
we'll average it out.
Yeah, be 3.6 would be the average of the two flavors.
We'll go with 3.6. It could vary. Maybe their blue is trash. I really don't know, but the ones I've tried are very good. And okay, well at this point it's just getting to the gym, working out. I am fasted, so maybe it'll hit a little harder, but and we'll get back to you with the effectiveness.
All right, guys, on to the effectiveness of our pre-workouts. We haven't talked about it yet, actually, but I'll start. I had a really good workout. I just started a new split, so that was a push day. A lot of compound movements, a lot of volume there. So the pre-workout needed to kick in there, and I had a very good workout. That was probably the first pre-workout feeling where I've really noticed the difference in trying what we've tried, you know, because like some of the ones we've tried, it feels like I just took Total War. It's just another day. I felt a little more energetic. I mean, there's a little bit of a built-in problem because sleep, hydration, food are obviously more important, and it's not the most controlled way of doing it, just a one-off workout. But I had a good workout. I felt energetic. I felt like I had energy the whole time. So I had a really good workout. So that's to be honest. I'll let you go before we put out our ratings.
It sucked. No, it was good. Yeah, I was saying I had good energy, and I don't usually work out fasted, so it did hit me initially that kind of like nootropic feeling of just feeling a little bit more alert. I was feeling the no food towards the end of my workout, but that really doesn't have anything to do with the pre-workout itself. It's like Troy said, there's other factors involved there. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought personally it was kind of on par with like a Total War. Which stands to reason because it's ingredient wise kind of very similar to Total War. So yeah, I mean effectiveness. I mean I'll give it a 4.1.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was actually thinking the same exact thing. So let's give it a 4.1. Oh man, we should have looked back at the.
Yeah,
the
we'll
numbers.
have to post the score at the end of the.
I'll just put it over the
video.
screen here. I'll put it over the screen here.
But
so.
I think with what we gave it, I think it's gonna be near the top 5 probably.
Yeah. So I think the idea, the general idea, if you can find this, I don't know if I can bring myself to spend $55 on it.
That's the problem.
If you can find it for a good deal, a discount or something like that, I would definitely pick it up. Yeah. It's one of the better pre-workouts we've tried, especially for one that's not hard to find. You'll find it in pretty much any GNC or vitamin shop, and definitely online. So I liked it. Good pre-workout. Not the most cost effective, but that's really the.
And we keep saying it's them. There's 2 of them, and so
yeah,
but like they're very, very similar. I don't really understand marketing wise why they have 2 separate ones other than they're Bucked Up.
Yeah,
but
doesn't seem like you can go that wrong if you're going to pick a high stimulant version. So thanks for watching. That's the scoop, and like I said, we'll have the score up for you guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.